When it comes to connecting an AV source and a display, it's more than likely that the cable you'll be using is one of these, a HDMI cable. But what happens if the picture disappears, or even worse, no picture appears in the first place? How2AV asks our expert for some simple solutions. Today we're joined by How2AV's signal distribution expert Martin Featherstone to discuss fault finding solutions when your HDMI input doesn't give you an image. Thanks for joining us, Martin.
You're very welcome.
I suppose the first question is, what do I need to do if I turn on my display and I don't get an image from my HDMI input?
I think the first thing is, Chris, don't panic. There's probably nothing that wrong. It could be something as simple as a loose connection on the back of the source device, or just a cabling issue. So first thing is check the cabling, make sure that everything's seated in the right place, plugged in where it should be, connected properly. And also, it sounds simple as well, but maybe just check that the source power is on. We're all guilty of it. It could be that literally the power's not been put on and therefore no signal can pass through.
So when we've checked for the basics, what should we be looking at next?
If it's still not working, what you could try doing is changing the input. The whole process of EDID and HDCP could be that the handshake's just not been met. So by changing the HDMI channel from 1 to 2, quite simply could solve the problem and then present you with your image.
So some great solutions if your source and screen have been working previously, but let's say this is a new installation or the first time you've set up the source and the screen. What am I going to do then?
Well, it could be a faulty HDMI cable. If it's brand new, some things don't work straight away out of the box, so it could be that simply the cable just isn't working. So a simple HDMI cable tester might tell you if the cable's wrong, or simply try another cable and hopefully that might work and then give you the image that you need. It's also worth checking that the resolution's correct as well. It could be that the source is giving the incorrect resolution that the screen can handle, so therefore it just won't give you an image. So if you drop down the resolution, that might then give you the image on the screen. It's also worth checking the cable distance as well. If the cable distance of the HDMI cable is anything more than 10 meters or so, you might need to use a repeater or Cat5e Extender just to extend that signal.
Some wonderful, great advice there from Martin. Are there any other troubleshooting tips that we should bear in mind?
Yeah, when you're fault finding, just try and change one thing at a time. If you try and change too many variables, you're never quite sure which part of the system might be wrong. So try one thing, if that doesn't work, move on to the next. And secondly, don't panic. It probably is nothing too severe. Just try and work through the problem methodically.
Thanks for your help, Martin. Top tips yet again. If you need more expert advice with your AV system, commercial or residential, our team of experts here at How2AV, including Martin, would love to hear from you. Call us on the number shown on the screen or leave us a message or a question in the comments section below. And don't forget to click on the How2AV channel subscribe button. We've got plenty more videos and advice still to come.